build the characters a little bit more. Let's build the story with the characters a little bit more. And that sounds like what you're trying to do.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I mean, you started as a web series, and it really was a thriller. So it wasn't originally a comedy. And I got kind of afraid for one of the girls that's on the show, because she was too engaging how she was gonna kill each guy that's on the show.
A real
Yeah, I mean, she's married, and I was like, yo, your husband can never miss because you're past ID channel right now. You know what I'm saying? Like you're about. If we write a book, I think that you're gonna be the first documentary that we do right now. Because, so it was really that type of situation. But at the same time, I realized, hey, I'm not going to get strapped.
Yeah, sounds good. Well, first of all, Tony, it's great to hang out with you, and thank you everyone for inviting me to Sparkle City Sessions.
Nice to meet you. Great to have you on.
Thank you so much. Well, you did cover a lot of material, and you guys have been talking about. I can shoot out a couple questions that I think that the listeners might be interested in. One is you did touch upon the literal and the creative inspiration for the 80/20 Rule series. Is there anything that you'd like to add to that? Because that's really going to create kind of like the foundation, kind of like the heartbeat of the series. Is there anything else that you can kind of interject or add to those two aspects?
Well, one of the things that I can definitely tell you that helped out with the show was understanding that everybody does, right, gonna have some issues. It doesn't matter, right?
You've met my wife.
So the biggest premise that I can honestly tell you about the show is that we decided to show our layers back and realize and tell people it's okay not to have your marriage together. It's okay to want a relationship and still understand life is going on, right? And you got kids and men can't get it together. Or you just upset that his baby mama is really getting on your nerves. Like all of that stuff because you're going through that every single.
I'm now married to the most amazing, crazy, wonderful person, and every day is an adventure, and it's nothing like I was told it was going to be. And I'm enjoying every second of it. So the interest in these multiple stories and how everybody's different, and I think we do get very insular and narrow-minded about what we think something should be, and it's really good if you can see from other people's perspective and in a humorous way.
Well, besides having a great story, what else sells a movie? Great characters. I'd rather have great characters.
I would say, okay, yeah, sex does. But it is a situation where you still have to give a strong concept. Because let's just be real. If you go and see porn these days, they got stories behind it, right?
Maybe
They're drunk.
An attempt at a story.
I mean, they're not like what came in like the late '80s and nobody's singing Kate Parker over here and all that stuff. But it's still a situation where they told stories, right? That's the only main difference that you can honestly say. Now, if I put a whole bunch of chicks in bikinis on the thing, I'm gonna get a whole bunch of clips, right? I know I will because I can post it on my Pokemon stuff right now. And I know I'm gonna get a whole bunch of stuff off of that, but that doesn't technically.
It's about the story, the content, and the build-up, and
the character.
The character.
You gotta have a strong lead. You gotta have a strong supporting. You gotta have a strong female lead if that's the way you're going with that.